In the vibrant suburb of Brookhaven, Massachusetts, where maple-lined streets buzzed with the rhythm of everyday life, Sarah Ellis, a 32-year-old graphic designer and devoted mother of two, was wrapping up a typical Wednesday in September 2015. Sarah had just picked up her kids, 8-year-old Mia and 6-year-old Ethan, from school, their backpacks slung over small shoulders as they chattered about recess adventures. At home, she prepared a quick snack, apple slices with peanut butter, while glancing at her phone. Her husband, David, a software engineer, was away on a business trip to Chicago, due back in 2 days. At 4:32 p.m., Sarah's phone rang, the caller ID showing David's name. She answered with a smile, expecting his usual check-in. "Hey, love, how's the conference?" But David's voice was strained, urgent. "Sarah, listen carefully. Something's wrong. I'm not at the hotel. I think I'm being followed. My car's acting up. Wait, no, pull over." Static crackled, then a muffled thud, screams in the background. "David? David?" The line went dead. Sarah's heart pounded as she redialed frantically, but it went straight to voicemail. She called the police, her voice trembling, reporting the bizarre call. Officers arrived, dismissing it initially as a prank or signal issue, but Sarah insisted. David was reliable, never dramatic. As evening fell, searches began at the airport and hotel, but David had vanished after his last meeting. The call's recording, analyzed later, revealed background noises, a highway, a horn, perhaps a struggle. Brookhaven's lead detective, Anna Torres, a no-nonsense investigator with 15 years on the force, took the case, sensing foul play. Sarah hugged her children tighter that night, the ordinary shattered by one phone call that would unravel secrets and test bonds. Panic set in as hours ticked by without word from David. Sarah paced the living room, Mia and Ethan sensing her distress, clinging to her legs. "When's Daddy coming home?" Mia asked, eyes wide. Sarah forced a smile. "Soon, sweetie." Detective Torres arrived at 7 p.m., notepad in hand, questioning Sarah about David's routine. He was a loving father, successful in his field, no enemies she knew of. But a quick check revealed his phone's last ping at a rest stop 20 miles from the airport, then nothing. Torres mobilized a team, highway patrols, K-9 units scouring the area. David's colleagues confirmed he left the meeting upbeat, mentioning a surprise gift for Sarah. Media picked up the story. Local man vanishes after cryptic call, drawing tips from strangers. Sarah's sister Emily rushed over, helping with the kids while Sarah scoured David's emails. Benign work stuff, but one odd message from an unknown sender. "Meet at the usual spot. Urgent. Password protected." Torres traced it to a burner email. As night deepened, volunteers joined searches, flashlights cutting through darkness. Sarah replayed the call in her mind, the fear in David's voice haunting her. Torres promised, "We'll find him." But doubts crept in. Was it an accident? Kidnapping? Or something David hid? The family clung to hope, the call's echo fueling determination. By morning, the investigation deepened. Detective Torres delved into David's background, a stable life, but financial records showed unexplained transfers, $10,000 to an offshore account. Sarah was stunned. They had no debts. She never mentioned this. Friends described David as dependable, but one colleague whispered about work stress, a rival firm poaching clients. Torres interviewed them, uncovering jealousy from a coworker, Mark Hale, who had argued with David days before. Hale's alibi? Home alone. Meanwhile, Sarah found David's journal in his office, entries about old mistakes catching up. A high school friend recalled David's past involvement in a minor scam, forged IDs for parties, but nothing serious. The phone call audio, enhanced, revealed a voice in the background. "Get out." Perhaps a good Samaritan. Highway cameras showed David's rental car pulling off at the rest stop, a black SUV following. License plate partial, but traced to a rental under a fake name. Community rallied, vigils in the park with candles spelling "Come home, David." Sarah addressed the crowd, voice steady. That call was his cry for help. "We won't stop." Torres felt the pressure. This wasn't random. A tip line buzzed, sightings in a nearby town. The layers peeled, revealing a man with secrets, but Sarah's love unwavering.
Torres followed the SUV lead, rented by John Doe, but fingerprints matched a known con artist, Victor Lang, with a record for extortion. Lang was located in a seedy motel, denying involvement but sweating. I ran cars for jobs. Search warrant revealed David's wallet. Empty. Lang cracked under interrogation. I was hired to scare him. By whom? No name, cash payment. The trail led to David's company. Internal audit showed embezzlement, fingers pointing to Mark Hale. Hale fled, sparking a manhunt. Sarah, meanwhile, received an anonymous call. Your husband owed money. Pay up or he's gone. Ransom? Torres set a trap. The kids, confused, drew pictures of Daddy coming home. Emily supported Sarah. He's fighting to get back. Searches in woods near the rest stop found David's shoe, scuffed. Hope flickered. Alive? Media frenzy intensified, experts debating foul play. Torres connected dots. The phone call was David's warning, perhaps knowing danger. The trail heated, realism hitting. Not all stories end happily, but faith persisted. Forensics on the transfers revealed a pattern. Funds to a charity front for a gambling ring. David had a hidden addiction, started in college, relapsed under stress. Sarah was heartbroken, but understanding. He hid it to protect us. The last call's background noise? Casino sounds? Torres tracked the ring's leader, Elena Voss, Lang's sister. Voss was arrested, confessing David owed $50,000, abducted for leverage. Location? A cabin in the hills. SWAT prepared. Sarah confronted her own secrets. She knew about the addiction years ago, helped him quit. I thought it was over. The kid's innocence fueled her strength. Tips from gamblers confirmed the cabin. As the raid neared, tension built. The revelations humanized David, not a perfect man, but one who loved deeply. Victory loomed. An email arrived, $100,000 for David's release. Torres wired a tracker. Drop at a park bench. Surveillance caught Voss's associate, leading to arrests. One talked. David held in the cabin, alive but beaten. Rescue up launched. Sarah waited, heart racing. The demand's cruelty stung, but resolve grew. Emily reminded, that call saved him. He reached out. The story turned sweet. Memories of family trips, David's laughter, victory near. SWAT breached at dawn, gunfire brief. David found bound, dehydrated but conscious. Medics rushed him. Voss captured. Reunion at hospital. Sarah's embrace. Kids' joy. I called to warn you, David whispered. Sweet relief washed over. David recovered, therapy mending wounds. Family bonded closer, addressing addiction. Torres commended Sarah's persistence. The call's power celebrated. David confessed, gambling to fund a surprise home renovation. Voss's ring targeted him. Forgiveness came, marriage stronger. Brookhaven rallied, fundraisers for recovery. David spoke at events, inspiring others.
Family vacationed, creating memories. David quit gambling, started support group. Trial convicted Voss and gang. Closure felt. Daily life sweetened. Family dinners, laughter. The call, a reminder of love's strength. Sarah's designs flourished. David promoted. Balance achieved. Mia and Ethan thrived, drawing family portraits. Sweet innocence preserved. On their anniversary, they renewed vows. The call, a pivotal moment. They advocated for addiction awareness, helping others. A new baby announced, joy multiplied. Years later, the call's memory faded, replaced by unbreakable bonds. The last phone call changed everything, for the better. From fear to triumph, their story inspired, love conquering all.